Hi there, and welcome to Softbound. There are goodbyes we prepare for, and others that whisper before we're ready. Some voices fade, others leave behind echoes, and sometimes they know we're listening. Let's get started.
The hospital hallway was quiet. Sunlight streamed through tall windows. It painted pale yellow stripes on the floor. A new day was beginning at St. Augustine's. The air hung still. A sense of calm filled the long corridor. It was a place of healing and of waiting. The scent in the air was familiar, antiseptic, sharp and clean. The only sounds were soft, the distant rhythmic beep of a machine, the gentle hum of unseen equipment. Few people moved along this corridor. Doctors walked with hushed footsteps. Nurses glided past like white shadows. Each closed door held a life. Each room held a story, unfolding slowly. Today, this particular corridor felt different. It was as if the air itself was waiting. Something was about to happen. Nurse Anna Kowalski walked down the hall. Her rubber-soled shoes made soft sounds. She clutched her worn leather bag tightly. Inside were her things for the shift. Another day was starting for Anna. She hoped it would be a good one, a day where she could help people. Anna expected the usual routines. She would check temperatures, take pulses. She would give out medications precisely. She would change dressings with gentle hands, and she would offer kind words, a smile. This was the rhythm of the hospital, a rhythm she knew very well. It was demanding but rewarding work. Anna genuinely liked her job most days. She cared deeply for her patients. Each one was a person, not just a case. But this morning something felt peculiar. A strange feeling she could not name. She glanced at the room numbers on the doors. Anna pushed open the door to room 204. She did so quietly, respectfully. Sunlight filled the small plain room. An old woman sat propped up in bed. She was looking out of the window. Her eyes were surprisingly bright and very blue. They seemed to hold a deep wisdom. This was Mrs. Eliza Harper. Her hair was like spun silver, white and fine. It framed a face with many soft wrinkles. Her smile was gentle, almost shy. She looked frail, her hands thin on the blanket. Yet there was an undeniable strength about her, a quiet resilience in her posture. Anna felt a sense of calm looking at her. "Good morning, my dear," Mrs. Harper said. Her voice was soft, like rustling leaves. "You seem to have slept well, finally." She paused, then added, "After your little cat, Mittens, woke you early." Anna stopped. She felt a sudden chill. How could Mrs. Harper possibly know that? Mrs. Harper often said such strange things. Little comments, observations, things she simply should not know. She spoke to Dr. Ramirez about his son. "His school play will be a great success, Doctor. He will remember all his lines perfectly." She said it with such gentle confidence, as if she had already seen it happen. Dr. Ramirez was quite surprised. He had not mentioned his son's play widely, only to his wife and a few close colleagues. How did Mrs. Harper find out these details? She was new to the hospital, confined to her room. She had no visitors yet, no newspapers. It was a perplexing little mystery. She once told a cleaner, a kind woman named Martha. Martha was upset about a lost earring, a gift from her late mother, very precious. "Check your blue coat pocket, dear," Mrs. Harper advised. "The one you wore last Tuesday, it is there." Martha, desperate, rushed to the staff room. One afternoon, Mrs. Harper looked at a young orderly. His name was Tom. He was often cheerful, but today he seemed a bit downcast. "Your brother will telephone you today," she said softly. Her blue eyes twinkled kindly at him. "He will have some very good news about a job." Tom listened politely. He always did. He respected his elders, including Mrs. Harper. Tom, however, was skeptical about this. His brother lived far away. He rarely called, and Tom knew his brother wasn't looking for a new job. He had a steady position. He seemed content, so Tom just smiled and nodded. That would be nice, Mrs. Harper, he said. He then continued with his duties. He did not give it another thought. Later that very afternoon, Tom's mobile phone rang. He was surprised to see his brother's name. "You won't believe this," his brother exclaimed. "I got a call out of the blue. A promotion. A much better job with more pay." Tom was stunned. He sat down heavily. He remembered Mrs. Harper's words clearly. Anna continued to care for Mrs. Eliza Harper. She visited her room several times a day. She grew quite fond of the old woman. The mystery about her knowledge remained. It was a constant, gentle puzzle, but a genuine warmth grew between them too. Anna looked forward to their brief chats. Mrs. Harper had a soothing presence. Mrs. Harper never offered any explanations. She never said how she knew things. She would just smile her knowing smile. Her eyes held a deep, peaceful understanding. It was comforting to be around her, yet it was also profoundly unsettling at times. Anna felt like she was on the edge of some great, unseen truth. One quiet afternoon, the sun was setting. It cast a warm, golden glow in room 204. Mrs. Harper was very quiet. She seemed tired. She reached out and took Anna's hand. Her skin felt like old, soft paper. "Your grandmother," she whispered, her voice faint. "She made such wonderful pierogi, didn't she?" Anna's heart skipped a beat. Anna's beloved grandmother had passed away many years ago. Anna stared at Mrs. Harper. Her mind raced. The pierogi, her grandmother, these were private, cherished memories, deeply personal, not shared with strangers, not even with most of her colleagues. A wave of emotion washed over Anna, fear, surprise, and a strange sense of peace. It was all mixed together, confusingly. "She would be so very proud of you, Anna Kowalski," Mrs. Harper continued. Her voice was now barely a breath. Her eyes, though, were still bright and kind. "Such a kind and gentle heart you have, child. You bring comfort to so many here." Mrs. Harper's words were simple, but they touched Anna very deeply, more than any grand compliment could. Kowalski. Mrs. Harper had said her full name. Anna rarely used her last name with patience. She was always Nurse Anna or just Anna. The name badge said Anna K. for privacy. Only official records held Kowalski. Mrs. Harper had no access to those. Mrs. Harper's breathing became very shallow. Her eyelids began to flutter, then close. She squeezed Anna's hand gently, a final weak pressure, a faint touch. It spoke volumes without any words, a gesture of thanks, of farewell. Anna held her breath, watching her. The room was filled with a sacred silence. "Tell them," Mrs. Harper whispered. Her voice was a thread, so faint Anna had to lean very close. "Tell them all to look for the little kindnesses. That's where the real magic is hidden. Always remember that, dear Anna, always." Her voice faded away completely, then like a soft sigh on the evening air. Her last words hung in the stillness. A peaceful, almost beatific smile settled on Mrs. Harper's face. She looked utterly serene, completely at rest, as if she was listening to distant, beautiful music, music that only she could hear. Her face in death was younger. Anna stood by the window for a long time. The sun had now fully set. It cast long dancing shadows across the room, just like Mrs. Harper's memory would, a long, comforting shadow in Anna's life. The sky outside was a deep velvety blue. Stars were beginning to appear one by one, each one a tiny, distant mystery. The hospital slowly returned to its nightly rhythm, the sounds of hushed activity, distant calls. But for Anna, something fundamental had changed. The world felt a little more magical, a little less ordinary, more connected. Mrs. Harper had opened a door in her mind, a door to possibilities she hadn't considered. Life seemed richer, deeper than before. She often thought of Mrs. Harper's final words. "Look for the little kindnesses. That's where the magic is." Anna tried to live by them every day. She started to see those kindnesses everywhere, in a colleague's helping hand, a patient's smile. The world, she realized, was full of magic.
Thank you for watching, and please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment in the comment section. And we'll see you next time.